All right, we are at video 9, and I think that I'm going to be able to get to 2 slides in this time frame. So I'm going to move on to contention 2, and I chose to write about the judicial branch just because that came first in source 3. I'll be using source 3 for both contention 2 and contention 3. My brain sentence says the judicial branch helps to interpret the laws. And then my proof, or what is helping me to prove my brain sentence, I chose to underline. These are the courts and judges that decide whether or not laws have been broken. So when I do my writing, I will write the judicial branch helps to interpret the laws. Source 3 states these are the courts and judges that decide whether or not laws have been broken. And I have to make sure that I say source 3 states so it doesn't look like I'm just copying information from the text. That's not a good idea to do that. I'm going to go ahead and move to the next slide. This one is a little bit blurry. So when you're looking at your sources, it would be much smarter for you to go into the original slide, the very first one that I read to you. I'm going to use my notes here to help me read it, but you'll see that much better. For some reason, this one became blurry. My third contention is the executive branch helps to make sure that laws are being followed. And then, of course, I don't want to use information and pass it off as my own. So I say in source 3, it says, and I have my information right here in source 3. And so I say, these are the people responsible for making sure lawbreakers are stopped. People like police officers or U.S. soldiers. They enforce the laws that the legislators make and bring the criminals to the judges who help decide if they are guilty or not. That is going to be my proof for the executive branch helps to make sure that laws are being followed. And then, of course, this is what allows me to take information from the text and give it credit where that is due. The next slide will be going over how to come up with a conclusion.